Way. Wizards coming into town for the first of two games at Madison Square Garden, and the Knicks would make quick work out of them. Behind Julius Randle's 37 points and 6 boards, R.J. Broadway Barrett in his dime bag, 5 dimes, 21 points on the campaign. And welcome back my guy Money Mitch, who left his imprint on this game from beginning to end. Knicks win in a laugher, in a rout, 131 to 113. 22 and 22 in the campaign, still in 7th in the East. But hey, we'll take it, man. You know, we shall take it. Number one show for the fans by the fans. This is Knicks Post Game Live. CP Ashley Moss, CK2K in the building. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. The show is presented by Manscaped. Get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. Promo code Knicks. Hey, man. CK seemed like Julius Randle just could not miss out there tonight. Poor Rui. They tried to put Bradley Beal on him. They had no answer for him. Julius just would not be denied. You know, the refs got on his nerves that Philly game, man. The refs stole one from us. Julius got fined $15,000. And he just came back and took it out on the Wizards, man. 13 and 24 from the field. 7 of 10 from downtown. I was talking to Max Kellerman. He's bigging up Kristaps Porzingis. 7 of 10 from downtown. Put some respect on our All-Stars name. 37.6 rebounds. Give me some thoughts on this game, bro.
Yeah, man, that man saw the ref and said, "Oh, I remember you. I got something for you.
Yeah,
I got something for you." And he went off in this game. When he had those 3 threes in a row, I didn't know who this guy was.
Yeah.
Of course, he had to break it with that air ball.
Oh, the heat check was classic Julius. The heat check was classic
yeah,
Julius.
definitely needed. We need both of these Wizard games. That's probably the biggest takeaway I have for tonight is that, you know, a game that we're supposed to win. We didn't just win it, we took it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we went out there and we did what we had to do. So, very proud of this team. We had a familiar face come back, but I'm sure we'll talk about that later.
Absolutely. Ash, what's up?
Listen, I know Russell Westbrook watched us today and was like, that could have been me on that squad. I know he felt that internally. I know it was there, but this was exceptional basketball from the squad. I mean, 37 points for Julius Randle, 21 points for R.J. Barrett. Both R.J. and Randle, plus 21 for R.J. at the half, plus 19 for Julius Randle at the half. And the key to this game was a few things. Obviously, Bradley Beal averages between 30 and 32 points. He only had 22 tonight. So that was a big key, making sure that he couldn't get hot, he couldn't score. And, you know, the Wizards, they are the 7th highest scoring team in the NBA. Not tonight, not against the New York Grits, and playing against one of the worst defenses in the league. I think they're actually the worst defense. They give up over 100 points a game. We capitalized on that. Everything was just clicking on all cylinders for us tonight, and we needed this win, especially after the games that we've had, the close calls that we had against the 76ers and against the Nets. In that infamous no-call, whatever you want to call it. And this was just right on track, right what we needed, right what the doctor ordered. And, the New York Grits, we're here, baby. Let's go.
New York Grits, indeed. And as you said, you got to win these games. You know, these 2 games against the Wizards right here, you have to win it. It's no excuse. You're a better team. This is the worst defense in the league. And while the Knicks offense aren't, you know, gangbusters by any stretch, they certainly came out and played that way. You had Alec Burks chip in off the bench with 20 points. Another solid game for him. First person off the bench. We'll get to that in a minute. But we started with Julius at the Batman. We got to get to the Robin and RJ because my man was in his bag early and often tonight. 5 dimes, and it was only 5 dimes, but I mean, if you watched RJ out there, Tom Thibodeau has raved about his playmaking potential, and it was out on display today. I mean, he caught Bullock for 2 beautiful passes on the 3-pointer, a couple more early in this first half. I thought RJ was in his facilitation bag. It was just fantastic, and then he had that one block on Russell Westbrook, then flexed on Brody. I mean, CK, man, the strength, the decision-making, the mid-range was out there today. 3-pointer, not so much, but the mid-range was there. I think RJ's, he's just, every game you're just seeing him become more and more comfortable with his game, and it's a pleasure to see, bro.
And even
Hashtag
though
nine God, guys.
the
Hashtag
nine
nine
guy.
God.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say it was even though he only had those 5 assists, I have to make this comment being that he is Canadian and all. In 2K, there's a badge called the Relay Passer badge, and that's basically the Canadian assist where you make the pass to another pass that it eventually turns into assist. And he had a lot of those tonight. RJ was just everywhere. I was surprised he only had 21 because I felt
Yeah.
like every quarter RJ was in there making a bunch of points in a hurry. He was a part of a lot of great fast break possessions. Something I'm always looking for, especially when it comes to our team. RJ Barrett was just on point tonight. It was just like I said in the game where we needed to take advantage. You saw our two leaders do that tonight, and hopefully we can do that again on Thursday.
Ash, how about RJ tonight?
Listen, RJ continues to just show me his trajectory, what kind of player he can be. I say it every single time he has one of these games, but I mean, he was extra elusive, I feel like tonight. He got a little bit cold towards some parts of the game, but I think that's also because Julius Randle was just so hot.
Yeah.
He wasn't passing that rock, all right? He had the hot
Randle wasn't
hands
passing it
and
up.
he wasn't passing the rock to nobody, okay?
Right.
So I think that hindered what else RJ could have contributed to the game, other points that he could have got in his box score tonight. But I just feel like RJ is just the Broadway bully. They call him that for a reason. And for all the people who
Bullying
are on
him
the
out
RJ
there.
hate train, I hope you watch games like this and you realize what kind of player he is
20
and
years
will
old.
continue to be. This guy is the real deal.
20 years old, Ash. 20 years old, 21 points, 8 of 18 from the field, 4 of 5 from the stripe, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. So plus 16 on the night. Easy peasy game for RJ. Great job. I got to give another game ball to my guy, the Block Nest Monster. Mitchell Robinson was in his bag tonight. He was all over it, man. Protecting the paint. Mitch finished with 16 points, 12 rebounds, 7 of 9 from the field, man. Good to see Mitch getting touches. Good to see him securing the ball around the basket and really just imposing his will. And I'm telling you, man, even though the block numbers are down this year, he still finished with 3 tonight. But if you just watch how Mitch rotates on that defense, I mean, he's trapping a pick and roll, CK. Then he's moving down and protect the rim before the ball even gets there. Then he's jumping back out onto the perimeter. The way Mitch impacts this defense is vastly, vastly understated. And even though Noel has done a commendable job, I thought Mitch really, really had a good game, man, and he ought to be commended for it.
Yeah, this is definitely a game that we've been missing. We've been missing this from Mitchell Robinson for the past few weeks.
Yep.
And like you said, Noel's been doing his thing, but it's great to have two rather than one, especially when Mitch gives you that little bit extra seasoning that he does. That Noya, that New Orleans seasoning that he's gonna give you in the paint. And tonight he just looked like a man amongst boys in the paint. There was that one possession that got Julius Randle pissed off when he got the rebound, got fouled by damn near everybody on the Wizards team. And then Julius went in on Bradley Beal. It just looked like it was too easy for him tonight. So for him to have that stat line, especially after the last game where it looked like we were here talking about we were worried about his ankle and stuff like that, that quick turnaround.
Yeah,
it's just nice to have Mitch back, man. This is the kind of game we needed him, man. He took advantage. So shout out to Mitch. Shout out to the big guy.
It was a block party and the Wizards were on the VIP list, all right? So Mitch made sure of it tonight. They were the VIPs at that block party tonight. They didn't have the answer for him. You don't have the answers, Sway. You don't have the answers.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So good job by Mitch. And again, as I said, Burks 20 points off the bench. He was the first guard off the bench. I thought Tibbs wanted to have him match up with Brody, and it was a good call. I thought Burks did well on the defensive end. Brody will do his best to shoot himself out of the game, but I thought Burks' pressure was good all night. And I thought, Tibbs didn't want to put IQ out there against Brody on the one-on-one. I thought that was a good move by him. IQ ends up getting matched up out there with Neto and leaves him in the dust with a filthy, filthy step back three. And so you saw that, and when you saw that, you knew, like, okay, yeah, this is the matchup that Tibbs wants, going against the Wizards' second unit guard rather than a Russell Westbrook who would have given fits on the defensive end. I thought that was a good adjustment there by Tibbs. And then Burks, like I said, another efficient night, man. 6 of 12 from the field, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, plus 11 on the night, 20 points, 3 dimes for Burks. So that was definitely a good game by him. Definitely a good game by Burks. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. 131 to 113. How we feeling out there, man? How are we feeling? Before we get to the phones, let me salute some of the super chats. Let me see what Dave is saying first. Dave says, okay. All right, we'll get to Ari in a second. Let me salute the super chats. We got 1,300 people in here. Let's get those likes up. Hit those thumbs up button. Absolutely. Salute Chuck D, the Rhyme Animal. Everybody throw a hashtag PE in the chat. He says we got to stay mad and got to smash him the first half on Thursday. Still chewing blood from Sunday. Yeah, Chuck was tight about that Philly game, man. We were talking about that yesterday. We were in the playoffs last week, wasn't we? Mitch from the rim to per rim now. So, yeah, man, great job by the Blockness Monster. Great game by him. Great bounce back. Emil Beaumont-Sour sends an Australian super chat. Says, seen a report that Spencer Dinwiddie is available and they're looking for a role play second-round pick. You guys think that's a good idea? Listen, we'll get to the off-season stuff in a minute, but, Dinwiddie, I don't think he's on the Knicks' radar for right now. We're hearing, I think we're here in Miami. I think we're here in Toronto as well, so we'll see what happens.
I'm also here in Brooklyn.
Was it? Well,
yeah, believe it or not.
You mean staying with Brooklyn?
Believe it or not, Brooklyn, it's out there. Listen, he just left there, didn't he?
Well, no, he's just injured. He's still there.
He's hurt. He's still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
I thought they released him. My fault.
No. Yeah, no, it's Spencer Dinwiddie. He's just on the injured list right now. Lloyd Barker Rock Jr. says RJ the Madison Ave bully in the paint. Go Knicks. Junior Caroma says you can tell the game was slowed down for RJ Bully. This is not the same RJ we've seen in the beginning of the season. This is the RJ we hoped of becoming in the draft. Yeah, you're certainly seeing the evolution of RJ, man. Game by game is great to see. Let's go to the phones. Let me get to Ari first. Where is he at? Here he is. Ari, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys? Long time no speak.
Yeah, man. How you feeling, bro? Good to hear from you, man.
Yeah, man, I'm good. Listen, man, I can't smell or taste a damn thing, and I'm super tired. But besides that, I have no fever, no cough, nothing. Okay. And I was absolutely legendary in Miami, so whatever.
He said it was all worth it.
You were part of the chaos down here, weren't you? That gave us the
Ari's the reason why they got curfew out there, Ash.
Have an 8 p.m. curfew
Ari's the reason
shut down all
for the
highways.
curfew is
what
he's saying.
You can't get anywhere after 8 o'clock.
That's what he's saying. He's the reason for the curfew.
Listen, man, I was too busy. I was on a yacht with Maluma Baby in my tequila cheetah bag, sipping on some Casa Azul. So, it was a good time. But, I blame Miami for what happened to me. It wasn't me. You know what I mean? It wasn't me. But, first of all, before I talk about the game, this is a factual statement right now. I actually legitimately did used to play against Danny Green.
Oh, here we go.
He played for St. Mary's in Manhasset, and I used to play for St. Aloysius in Great Neck. And even though I'm Jewish, they still needed a point guard. And, the best point guard in Great Neck happened to be Jewish, which was me. So, the father of the priest pulled me aside and let me play. But besides that, I really liked what I saw today from the Knicks. The Knicks were finally beating teams that we're supposed to beat, right? The Knicks traditionally have always played up to the competition and always down to the competition. The fact that we could actually beat teams we're supposed to beat, I don't even remember the last bad loss we had to, a really bad team was. It's been, that long. Yeah. So I guess that's a testament to Tibbs, Randall, and, shout out to Julius Randle also. I know I said trade him and all this stuff. Listen, man. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes. All right, I'm still not.
He's now reformed.
Listen. I'm still not sold on Randall until I see it in the playoffs. All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to pay him until I see it in the playoffs.
All right.
But listen. He's playing well. Right. So props to him. Very happy for him. And also just to all the guys. I don't root for anyone to do bad on the Knicks. I don't root for Frank to do bad. If you wear a Knicks jersey, I root for you to do well, man. But at the same time, I got to hold these players accountable. I know they're listening to this show, right? Yeah. So, everyone should honestly be thanking me for how good Julius Randle's been playing because it's obvious
he motivated.
But, listen, man, besides that, there's one thing I do want to talk about real quick. Two things. First of all, about Obi, this is the thing about Obi I'm really confused about, right?
Yeah.
So, obviously, he's playing like garbage. We know this, right?
Really?
But, the teams that play, the players that are busts and, that we've had, like Frank, let's say Knox, whatever. Like they weren't college. They weren't college player of the year. Like this guy knows how to play basketball. Why? Like I don't understand why he's not playing basketball. Like Kevin Knox wasn't college player of the year. Didn't put up crazy stats. Granted, he was playing Kentucky, so the system kind of takes control over there. Frank Ntilikina averaged 6 points in France. All right, so it's one thing if those guys don't pan out. But this Obi thing, it doesn't make sense to me, and I think it has to do with, Tibbs, and like Ashley was always saying how he's walking on eggshells, and he doesn't have practice time and all this stuff. So I wouldn't look too much into the Obi thing, honestly. I think it's a redshirt year. I think he's in his head. I think it's all mental with this guy.
Yeah.
He needs to catch a rhythm, and I think that's it because he proved last year he could play. And then the last thing I want to say real quick is that. I do listen, I know CK2K is high on Lonzo. I really like Lonzo also, right?
Mm-hmm.
We want to improve this team, but someone has to be the fiscally responsible person here, right? Lonzo wants $20 million a year. Julius Randle wants to get a max deal, right? Mitchell Robinson's up for a deal. You can't pay all these guys. It's just you can't do it and maintain some kind of cap flexibility moving into the future. So instead of trading Randle, I'm now on the trade Mitchell Robinson train, okay? Because if we're going to keep Randle, we have to trade somebody. So I'm going to trade Randle, and I'm going to trade our first-round pick and Dallas's pick to move up into the top 8 in the lottery.
Yeah.
And that's my move.
All right, man.
And,
all right, man. Rest up, Ari. Rest up, man.
Feel better, bro.
Feel better, man. Man went to Miami, wild out. But he came back a changed man, Ash. He came back the president of the Julius Randle fan club. I hope you call Serge and gave him his flowers.
Not allowed in the fan club. I'm the president of the Julius Randle Railroad, the Express, the universe, if you will, and he's not allowed.
He's trying to come back around.
He can't come in.
He's trying to come back around, man.
Denied.
And
application rejected.
And then before he even got to the game, CK, he starts bigging up his resume. We gotta call Danny Green. We need answers, man.
I don't know. I had someone in the chat said they looked up that footage and it was all caps. He was trash. So
nah, I'm not gonna lie, man.
Telling the truth here.
I'm gonna shoot him some bail, man. He had on jeans, some Timbs on, and was probably about 5 drinks in by the time I got to him. So I'm gonna shoot Ari some bail, man. I'm gonna shoot him some bail. All right, let's get back to the phones. Let's go to Marquise from the Bronx. Marquise, what's going on, bro?
Yo,
what's going on?
So, look, listen. Mitchell Robinson had one killer-ass game.
Yeah.
I just want to, be proud that Mitchell had a killer game and that RJ coming along. But we need give Knox a chance. I'm with CK all the way, give Knox a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the Knicks got to do. They got to give Knox a second chance because Obi cannot cash in. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Kevin Knox is that missing link within the young core that we got to give him just that second chance just to prove himself, especially with Tibbs.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. And I said it on Ian Begley's show earlier today. I've been saying it past couple of nights. I just feel like if Obi's not giving you anything, it's nothing against the kid. He just, as Ari said, it could be between the ears. It could be, he's just not catching up with the speed. He's not adjusting properly. Another 8 minutes, 0 for 2, 1 rebound, 0 points. I gotta think Kev can give me can trip into 2 for 3 from downtown, CK.
He's gonna give you 2 fouls too. Kevin Knox gonna be active in those 8 minutes.
You know what I mean? I gotta think he could stumble into 2 threes for us.
I agree. I cannot agree anymore, man. I've been right there with you. I couldn't say anything. Kevin Knox, whenever we see him in this small little sample size, whenever he plays these garbage time minutes, he still, like you said, he finds a 3. Always finds at least 1 3 on the board, and he'll give you that in about 2-3 minutes. So if you give him extended time, even if that's just 10 minutes, 8 minutes, I feel like we'll get a lot more out of him than we've been getting from Obi right now. And I know that sounds like such a slight, but it's really not.
It's just
like
reality.
It's not Obi's time right now. Give it to the dude that, is probably going to be a little bit more helpful, especially in stretching out the floor in the 3-point game. So I agree all the way around from the call in from you.
Ash, you want to weigh in on this? Again,
listen, you guys know how I feel about this situation. I feel like we should have sent Obi to the G League when the G League was a thing. And if we had done it when I had wanted to, then perhaps he would be somewhat more able to contribute at this moment in time when it really matters the most. The first half of the season matters, but it doesn't matter as much after that All-Star break. That All-Star break is really that playoff push when teams start really trying to zero in and focus in on where they want to be seated in those playoff standings. And I think Obi's contribution could be a lot greater if he had more reps, if he had more playing time, if he had more experience. And you just can't get that right now, because the thing is like now you're in a situation where you're focused on the playoffs, you're focused on getting a good seeding, and you don't have the opportunity to just take up space on the floor. You just don't. Like, if you're not helping us win, if you're not putting points on the board, if you're not playing any defense, you don't serve a purpose on the court. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. Let me see what you can do. Oh, you can't do anything? Sit back down. Like, it's as simple as that. So now it's in a situation where he doesn't have the opportunity, because now his opportunity window is even smaller, because now we're really in crunch time. So Obi's just going to have to just take the minutes that he can get. If he can put up a couple points, great. If he doesn't, no surprise there. It's just not going to happen for him this year. That window of opportunity has passed.
All I say is I feel like Kev can stumble into better production at this point, and that I'll stand on that. We got some more super chats in here. The Rhyme Animal Chuck D says RJ is as good as Beal in 2 years, Westbrook in 3. Trust it. Robert Parsons has a super chat. He said Mitch was a hungry man out there. Absolutely, man. Mitch had an outstanding game. Happy to see him bounce back. Mike Perez, hit that like button over there. There's a stack in here. Yeah, we got 1,659 people. Let's get up to 1,000 likes. Let's hit that like button. Let's do it for KnicksFanTV. Number one show for the fans by the fans. CP, Ashley Moore, CK2K in the building.
Well, if we do get the likes up to...
What do you want to do?
1,600. If we get 1.2 likes, that shipment of hats just came in.
Yeah.
I think we can give away another signed hat, a personalized signed hat. If we get 1.2 likes.
1.2 likes.
I'm feeling 1.2. That's my lucky number today.
1.2 likes for a snapback giveaway. Autograph snapback giveaway.
Factual facts.
Let's do it. Alan Berman sends a super chat. He says, salute and good win. Hoping CK2K gets his wish. And we bring Lonzo here because I want LeVar courtside and Helford Payton in Shanghai playing for the Sharks. Also, no 8 p.m. curfew in Broward County, Ash. Were you aware of that?
Yes. Well, I'm in Broward.
Okay. All right, there you go.
But, when you're trying to get to Miami, that 8 p.m. curfew is tragic. The causeway's shut down.
Thank you, Ari.
Go back home. Go back to Atlanta. Go back to Texas, wherever you came from. Get out of Miami. I'm tired of y'all. I want to go to Prime 112 in peace.
Ari's from New York.
Dang it. I just want some fried Oreos without the chaos. Can I just get that, please? Go home. It's a panorama.
Talk to Ari, man. It's his army out there, bro.
Tough life, man.
It's a panorama. Go home.
I went on, I was on Begley's show today. Again, the Lonzo topic. Spoke to Kelman on the Lonzo topic. Of course, he could help. The question is, at what price? What is the cost? And I'm just not sure that deal is realistic by Thursday. I'm sure David Griffin is going to want something substantial. And from what I've been hearing, from what Ian Begley's been reporting, it doesn't seem like the Knicks aren't going to be aggressive here. I think, they're going to get something at their price and something that they're happy with. And there'll be other options. Listen, I think Lonzo can help. As I said on these shows, from a defensive standpoint, 3-point shooting, 46% from the corners. You know what I mean? Transition, pick and roll. There's many areas that Lonzo Ball can help this team. Right. But as Ari said, CK, you're going to pay him. Would you pay him $20 million?
I don't think we're going to have to pay him $20 million. That's why, I'm on such a tight rope with this, because I do agree. Logically, Knicks fan-wise, it just makes the most sense to just go after him in the offseason, because, like I mentioned, the Pelicans, they made it clear that they're not going to bring him back. I don't see the Pelicans paying him any of the money in the offseason, so I don't feel like we have to throw that kind of bag in him unless we're competing with the Chicago Bulls or the Clippers or one of these other teams that all of a sudden want to come out and try and trade for him now. I think we're at a battle with them more than the Pelicans. So I'm with you. I would like to theoretically go through this deadline and not make any trades for him, but at the same time, I just feel like with David Griffin knowing that he's probably not going to bring him back because of their money situation, I think that there might be some kind of move that flips him to some other team. So that's the only reason why I'm hoping we become aggressive for him. But as far as paying him, look, man, we talk about all the time. There's two positions on this team that we need drastically, And to me, one of the most important positions is the point guard position. I feel like Lonzo is a guy, realistically, I would love to throw him like 17, 18. But if we got to throw him that 20, we got to throw him that 20. I think he's 23 years old. It's not like we're trying to pay a 30-year-old guy and we're worried about giving the money. I think he's going to be worth that money. I know Ari's points were right because Julius, we got to have that conversation about bringing him on long term. Mitchell Robinson's coming up. I get that. But at the same time, we have these conversations and we keep going to every year without a point guard. And we really, really, really need to solidify that position. I really think that he'll be the guy that can help us out there. So would I pay it? Yeah, I think I would make that gamble and I would pay him that money for sure.
What do you guys in the chat think? Would you guys pay Lonzo, or do you want to trade for Lonzo right now? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down if you even want to trade for Lonzo. Second question: would you pay him that $20 million? Yes or no? Would you pay him that $20 million? Let's get that conversation going in the chat. And in the meantime, let's hear from my guy Will from the Bronx. Which Will is this? Please reveal yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, the remix.
Remix. What? Booty, booty, a duty, a tooty, booty, a tooty, booty, a booty, a tooty, ooh, ooh.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's go.
Y'all know what it is.
Let's go, bro.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Yo.
My intro fake had that like 80s type flow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But let me get
you
into
switched
this
it up.
real quick.
You switched it up.
All
You
right.
switched the octaves up on us. I like that. It's all right, man. Don't worry.
You know I'm gonna do what I gotta do, CP. But you feel me? Like Julius came out here, did his thing.
Yeah.
I know Akon was watching my boy. Like, this boy is so dangerous. That boy is so
My God.
Where did that come from?
Julius was out here going crazy.
What?
RJ, that has becoming that consistent player that we need him to be.
Yeah.
All-star next year. I'm calling in everybody who was hating on him, talking about trade him. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
My guy IQ was out here draining and painting. Hit that 5-day contract play out here with that step back three. Bobby chicken.
Yeah.
My boy was out here looking like baby Chris Humphries. What was his name, Nito? Who cares? 5-day contract. Mitch, my guy, was out here balling. I really think he could play like this every game if he really just puts that work in. Tibbs, put Obi in the game. We up 20. Put him in the game. But shout out to the Knicks because we out here, we losing these close games or we winning the games that we got to win. So shout out to my guys playing that defense. Came through with the offense today. Loving it. And shout out to Miro. That's always, if you listening in right now, shout out to you, my guy.
Yeah.
Love using Miro. That show, late night TV, Showtime. Y'all know what it is. And let's go. Out.
Out of control.
Wow, bro.
Wow.
I still never asked him what it means, but he came in with the remix tonight. I let him rock, man. It's been a while. We hadn't heard from Will for a while, man. Clearly excited about this win. We'll take it.
Right.
We'll take it, man. Now, like I said, they had no answer for Julius all night. I mean, it was just easy for him. They put Avdia on him, they had Rui on him, they put Bradley Beal on him. I honestly thought the Wizards really mailed this thing in by halftime. To be completely honest with you, they looked like they threw their hands up and like, all right, let's just move on to Thursday because it's very rare that the Knicks make a team look pathetic out there on the court, and they definitely had the Wizards team in that position tonight. So, well, hey, we'll take it, man. Good win. Good win.
Bradley, if you're listening, it doesn't have to be like this, Brad.
It doesn't have to be like
There's
this.
better days
man.
ahead, Bradley.
Come on,
There's
man.
better
Make your
situations
demands.
for you. It doesn't have
Make
to
your
be like this,
demands,
Bradley.
you know?
Come. Be
Make
happy,
your
Bradley.
demands,
Your
man.
happiness is important. Be happy someplace else. New York is a great place to be happy. Just want to put that
Great
out there. You
place
can
to
get
be happy,
Chinese
you
food
know?
at 4 a.m. There's great pizza, great sights to see. When Broadway opens back up, you can see shows and matinees if you want to. And let's not even mention, we got Hudson Yards. We got all sorts of things for you
Keep
to see.
selling them.
Listen, come, be happy, Bradley. It
We're
doesn't
wild.
have to be like this anymore.
Ways to go, but if he's coming here, he's got to be here with RJ, man, because I'm not trying to see this kid get traded. I really feel like this is gonna be our guy. When you look back on it years from now, he's gonna be that guy that was that true New York Knick through and through. 20 years old, man. Look at the impact that he's having on the game. as Tibbs said, he's just now getting started as a playmaker. You want to see the ball in his hands a lot more. You know, Peyton came back tonight, was hogging the ball left and right. I wasn't feeling Peyton's game tonight, but whatever. Welcome back. Pass the ball to R.J. Barrett, please. You know, that's why he had a quiet game in the second half. I mean, Julius had it cooking, so he was hogging the ball. But, you know, Peyton is just out there. All right. It is what it is, man. You know, I'm not.
First quarter too. I think when he got to the free throw line, he only had 2 points and 5 assists with 5 minutes left in the first.
Yeah.
Like with Elfrid Payton starting. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Up, man.
It's just not a coincidence anymore.
Yeah, give it a number 9 and get out the way.
It's not a coincidence.
Yeah. Above the rim says, best thing I've seen in the game is Pinson hype to give out the Gatorade bottles.
Yes, sir.
That's how the place. Theo always invited to the cookout. He might be our favorite bench warmer, bro. He has to be, man. He has to be. Pinson is must-see TV entertainment. When Julius hit that 1 3-pointer, I mean, I thought Pinson left the garden. My man ran all the way, left the bench all the way out of view. He was the first one out. Like, for a guy that doesn't play that much, man, his enthusiasm is infectious, though. You could tell. Everybody rocks him. You know, the Nets certainly saw him as a big piece of the locker room as well, so. So with the Pinson, Mark Austin, appreciate the super chat as well. James Morrison's a $20 super chat. He says, the passion from Tibbs is all tri-state gritty. So this is what is meant by you keep what you kill. Keep that energy, team. KFTV, salute. Yeah, and if y'all saw when Tibbs challenged that foul call early in the first half, about the same ref that said he didn't call it. That said he didn't.
Yeah. Look right at him, too.
Look right at him. That's my coach, man. You got to love Tibbs' fire. He rides for the team. He's like Van Gundy, man. Same coaching tree. That passion and energy that they bring to the game and to the team. Obviously, you got to love it, man. So
it was funny, though, because he knew he wasn't even going to win it. It was just a proof point.
Yeah. It was just principle.
Because I see you.
Yeah. Now you see me. Nah, you're right, ass. It was just the principalities in all of this, man. Jay from East New York, what's going on, man?
Yo, first of all, I just want to start off by saying, yo, CP, man, I'm so proud of you, man. Like, seeing you on SNY and
appreciate it, bro.
Man, I've been watching KnicksFanTV since probably mid-2018, 2019. I respect your grind, brother. I just want to say that. But
appreciate
the point that I want to make is I'm not going to really hold Obi to the fire. I think it's time for Tibbs to take a serious look at his rotations, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, either Knox or Taj could have came in and just did a whole lot more with less. You feel me? I just feel like that. I also want to give props to Mitch and RJ, man. Our young guys they showing all the potential in the world, man. Just gotta, let them grow and let them get more reps and more repetition. They're gonna be great, man. Mitch and RJ, they're gonna be something in 3 years, man. As long as we could, keep both of them guys and keep developing them, they're gonna be great. Also, one more point I wanted to make. I want to know how you guys feel about this. The Pacers made Malcolm Brogdon available.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's somebody we should seriously look at because he's a good combo guard. He can play the one or the two.
1,000%.
Knockdown shooter. He can get to the basket. He could pretty much fill in a lot of gaps for us. And I also think RJ plays a lot better at the three. I've been watching that closely. Like every time he plays the three, it's like night and day. You know what I'm saying? So I think that having another guy that can definitely put that ball in the hole, you know what I'm saying, play the 2 or the 1 alongside any guard we have, B-Rose, Quickly, Peyton, you know what I'm saying? I think that'll work. So I'll be blessed, man.
100%, bro. Thanks for the call, man. Thanks for the call. 1,000% I go after Malcolm Brogdon. 1,000%. And that's why with me, with the whole Lonzo thing is, if we don't get him, you got a lot of flexibility, man. I understand. I'm with you, though, CK. We got to lock down the point. It's very essential that we do that. But I just feel like we have some options here. Number one, you have the draft. You can try to go get Lonzo just sign him outright. You could try. If New Orleans doesn't match as a restricted free agent, you try to go get Brogdon. We have the cap space to do so. So we have some flexibility there. If you want Lowry, I'm not really too high on him at this stage in the game. Not my choice, but I'm just throwing some names out there that, we have some options with between now and the offseason.
Look, I'm just saying, if y'all think Lonzo going to be expensive, Malcolm Brogdon, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah, what's his contract? I mean, he just signed a deal. That was a sign and trade.
That's what I'm
right?
saying. He's going to be trade. Like, there's no
Yeah.
ifs, ands, or buts around that. He has to be via trade, and that's going to be a haul for trying to get Malcolm
You looking
Brogdon
that up,
from the
Edge? What's
Pacers.
his contract? Malcolm Brogdon contract.
I don't know.
I think he was at was it 18?
Yeah, a year. Yeah.
He's about 18.
Hold on,
right?
we hold on.
If I'm not
We
mistaken.
gonna be on for officially. Yeah.
Yeah, he's at 18. So I'd take it. I would definitely take it. 100%.
Oh, excuse me. No, he is 20.
20.
And then
Okay.
it's 21 next year, and then
20,
21 after
21
that.
next
4
year.
more years.
Yeah.
3 more years.
So yeah,
Oh,
so
that's pricey.
Lonzo's trying to be in that ballpark. As you say, you got to pay to play.
Pay to play.
It's interesting. We got to make a move. I definitely agree with that. Got to make a move.
I love Brogdon.
Yeah.
I do. I think it would be. I would take him in a heartbeat. I'm not even saying
Heartbeat.
that, but I'm sticking to my guns. Of the two, I would definitely want to go the Lonzo route. I just like his fit a little bit more. For more than just him. That's my big thing. But I mean, you cannot go wrong with Malcolm Brogdon. I'm not going to be upset if we do make a trade or we. No, I'm not. No, I'll take him in a heartbeat. I love Malcolm Brogdon. I'm just saying of the two, I'm sticking to my guns on Lonzo.
Interesting. All right, it's gonna be interesting, man. Let's see how it
It's gonna be
plays
fun.
out.
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
let's hear from Trent from Queens. Trent, how you feeling, bro?
Hey, how you guys doing? Good evening. Appreciate everything we're doing, representing Knicks fans and stuff. I wanted to talk a little bit about the playing time for the young players, like the rookies and everything. Like, I know that people are down on Obi right now, but to me, I feel like it's like if you can't let him make the errors in garbage time in the fourth quarter, then you're just being a detriment to his development. So, because in this team, it's like he's the only true backup power forward we have. And it's like I would like to see him and Kevin Knox and quickly get more burn than they are. It's like, but with Obi, it's like I can't even judge his rookie season completely like this.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah, I agree, man, and appreciate the call. That's the thing with Tibbs. Even in garbage time, man, she's still rocking with the starters late in these games. You like to see Kev and Obi just let them get some burn, man. Just let them finish it out.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, Randall was in there for even up until the final 2 minutes of the game, which was just asinine. I mean, especially having to play on Thursday, you would just think, listen, he did his job, 37 points. I think he can sit this one out.
Right.
Yeah, I don't understand why Tibbs continues to play most of his starters, especially with a lead like this that you can't possibly lose. It's definitely interesting and somewhat just perplexing to me. But I definitely think if you're not, it can't hurt, especially like I said, when you have a massive lead, letting Obi get minutes in garbage time, it's only going to show him. I mean, the other team still is playing at the pace of an NBA game, even though they're down. So it still gives him some reps in some capacity, which he clearly and obviously needs. So I'm not quite sure what the logic behind that is, what the ideology is, but it's definitely not helping his development, like that guy said. And I think, if you're going to have leads like this and you're going to have games where you are able to do that and you're able to do it comfortably, I don't see why Tibbs can't. It's like a maniac approach, if you will. And it's definitely, again, it's just another thing to add to the hurting Obi development list.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not quite sure what the deal is there.
Yeah, man. All he did in that time was hurt his field goal percentage. Because I don't think he moved in points at all in that fourth quarter when he was playing that extra time. And I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, especially, like I say all the time, with one of the main people that suffered from the same situation with Tom Thibodeau and Derrick Rose right on our bench. That was one of his biggest injuries, was because of the same thing, playing garbage time when he should have been on the bench. So it worries me a little bit. I think that's probably the only negative I'm taking away from this game outside of Obi Toppin. Not a fan of it. I'm just not a fan of it, especially with someone like Julius Randle, who, if we are trending upwards to make the postseason, we're going to need him to play in the postseason, and who knows where his legs are going to be at that point. I'm not saying we're going to compete for a championship, but I'm sure we've seen Julius in the last week how competitive he is. He's going to be a big part of that, and I just don't want us to fall apart
Fresh legs,
when we're having these guys play these kind of minutes that they don't need to be playing. So
it's definitely an old school coaching approach.
Right.
Like a lot of old school coaches have that mentality, like there is no garbage time. You're gonna play these minutes and you're gonna, keep the trajectory of our season going. They don't
I get
believe in
that.
resting the starters. They don't believe in giving guys breaks. But when you have a team of young guys and you have a team of guys who are struggling, like Obi, you kind of have to combine an old school mentality with a new age way of coaching. And I think Tibbs kind of struggles with finding a medium between the two. And he's only going to continue to hurt Obi and other young players that you get, like in the draft or wherever else you're able to get them. Having that old school mentality, you can't really do that when you have a team of young guys. They need the minutes, they need the reps, and Tibbs has to find that gray area because right now he's very black or white. And in this new age of basketball, you can't do that. There is a middle ground. There is a gray area, and Tibbs needs to find it, and he needs to find it relatively quickly. Not so much, especially like if you're going to try to make a run in the playoffs, or you just want to give your guys experience in the playoffs. You don't want to exhaust Julius Randle and RJ Barrett and some of the other guys on the team by running them into the ground, and then come playoffs, they have no legs. Like you don't want to run into that situation. So Tibbs got to find a middle somewhere, and he's got to find it like within the next month and a half. Yeah. So
to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. CP, Ashley, Maul, CK2K, number one show for the fans by the fans. This is Knicks Fan TV, presented by Manscaped. And man, as my guy Jay from East New York called in, it was a triple header day for Knicks Fan TV. Started off on the Max Kellerman show. Had to school Max Kellerman once again on the state of the Knicks. And make sure you guys check that out. It's on the channel as well. We just touched on the trade deadline. We touched on Derrick Rose, Julius Randle, and just the state of the team going forward. So great job. Salute to everybody that tuned in. Salute to everybody that left a comment on the video as well. Certainly a great opportunity. And that's every week, every Tuesday. CP versus Max Kellerman. So I don't know if some of you guys got my Flavor Videos reference as well, man. If you did, let me know in the chat. That's old school New York hip hop culture right there. So he was surprised to know that I was up on that in my video music box tip as well, man. So salute to him. And then SNY, salute to Ian Begley, SNY, Chris Williamson. We did the Knicks trade deadline round table. That was also with Ryan McDonough, the former GM of the Phoenix Suns. That's on SNY channel, but I also put it, if you look on the Knicks Fan TV main channel under the special guest appearances playlist, it's the first video there, so you can catch that. Hear a lot of Ian's insights on the trade deadline and a couple of other topics that we covered on there. And then I'll be back there on Friday, 12 o'clock, recapping the trade deadline if anything happens. If not, we'll look forward to the off season as well. So definitely appreciate everybody who's been tuning in and supporting Knicks Fan TV all day today. All right, let's get back to the phones. Let's hear from Jay from Florida. Jay, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, for the fans, by the fans, run it up.
Run
Hit
it
that
up.
like button, that subscribe button,
Facts.
all that.
100%.
Run it up. I gotta get that cold take Ash, man. Ash was telling me last time I ain't come hard enough for her. I mean, she's talking about new age of basketball. Obi got to shoot threes, and RJ whole game is predicated on the mid range. Kawhi won a whole championship predicated on the mid range. Obi just needs confidence. Tibbs is a maniac. He has a kid running for his life. He's scared to play ball. It's just a bad situation with Tibbs right now. Second, we got this trade deadline coming up. We got to cash these picks in. Like I keep saying, we got these 2 picks. Luka is balling. Mavs ain't missing the playoffs. That pick is going to be a bad pick. I'll take.
Why it's going to be a bad pick? We got IQ at 25, bro. Why would it be a bad pick necessarily?
I don't like IQ, man. I don't like.
Oh my God!
I got one. The ball at all.
Yo, what happened to this guy, man?
I don't like him.
Why?
I don't like him, man.
Why?
I don't like him. I don't like when you don't like to get your teammates involved. You a guard. I don't say you can't.
Yo, he's a shooter. He's a combo guard, man. He's not a point guard, bro.
He's looking off his teammates, CP. He's looking them off. He's looking Obi off. The whole second unit, he be looking off to get his shots in. You up 30 points. Like, stop trying to pad your stats and try to get Obi and them involved in the offense. You good. You got the confidence. You got to build the other people's confidence. You a lead combo guard. Come on, IQ. You got to pass the rock.
Jay, man.
The whole Indiana thing with Brogdon.
Yeah.
I know I'm Debbie Down in CP.
Yeah, man. What happened to you, man?
I'm here to get at Ashley. I'm here to get. I got to because I don't want to be in the middle of the pack. right? You got the Pacers trying to cash in Brogdon. Why are the Pacers trying to cash in Brogdon, right? Because they don't want to be an average team for the next 10 years. So they want to cash in Brogdon and Sabonis. That's what they're saying online, right? They want to get these picks so they can have a real shot at some real NBA talent. We in the same situation. I love Randall and RJ. They nasty. But my biggest fear is to be in the middle of the road for the next 5 years. We need to go get Lonzo if we can. Tighten up that point guard position. If we can keep Mitch. If we got to trade him for Lonzo, something got to go down. But we got to figure it out in the next couple days. Trade deadline's coming up. Got to cash his picks in if you can.
All right,
get
man.
Lonzo.
All right, I gotta cut his mic off. I gotta cut his audio.
Can I rebuttal after you?
This is my guy, man. I wrote out for him during the whole no Halliburton thing, man. Actually, no, I didn't. I snitched. I threw him under the bus in the whole Halliburton thing because it was his fault. You know what I'm saying? But they came for me. It was really Jay from Florida who didn't want Halliburton. But now he's coming for IQ, man. I can't accept. I don't know what's going on with Jay. I don't know, man. I can't accept that. IQ is who he is. You want to tell me that he hasn't helped this team this season? That he hasn't had some quality production out of this for this team this season? Listen, I'll be the first one to tell you his facilitation has been an issue. I don't see him as a true point guard as yet. I see him more as a combo. We need him out there to score, and that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. He says I don't like IQ. What? What are we watching right now, Jay? Come on, man. Ash, go ahead, man. Go ahead and get him, man.
So I want to go back to the Obi comment. First of all, I don't know what Kawhi Leonard he's referring to, but the Kawhi Leonard I know can shoot threes. So I'm not quite sure where that conversation comes from, where that debate comes from. Second of all, Obi's game this is a shooting league. You have to be able to shoot. It's just the way that the game is constructed now. Non-shooters, big men who are just big, but they can't shoot a ball are extinct. You look at all the big men in the league, they all have some sort of a game. Now, Obi back in college had a little bit of a game. I don't know why that's not transitioning into the NBA when he was supposed to be NBA ready, but I'm sorry, he can't just live dunking the ball. It's just not going to happen. He has to get better at offense. His shot has to get more accurate. He's not going to be the next Kawhi Leonard. So that was an asinine comment. Don't even know where that comparison came from. He's just not where he needs to be for someone who was supposed to be ready to go from day one. And yes, we've spoke about it before. There was a lot of factors that contributed to that. He had injury, then it was no summer league, and then it was lack of practices because of COVID and things like that. So I'm not going to go ahead and stack all the cards against him. But even in the minutes that he does get, even in, again, garbage time, that's not on him. Tibbs needs to play him in those minutes. But even in the small minutes that he does get, you don't see any sign of life there. It's like literally throwing somebody into the Hudson with cement blocks on their feet and being like, swim, swim. He just sinks. It's just, he's not getting it. He's not doing what he can be doing in the little amount of time that he is getting to show that he can contribute. I don't know if it's, like we're saying, he's scared. He has a monkey on his back. He's afraid. He's always constantly walking on eggshells. And because of that, now he's in his head consistently and constantly. That may be the case. But to say that Obi, doesn't need to have a shot, that's not the case. The man needs to know how to shoot. That's just the way the league is right now. It is what it is.
I mean, look, man, the Obi thing is what it is. IQ.
Yeah.
See, I mean, he is who he is right now, CK. I don't understand where these expectations are. I get it. Yes, he has been tunnel vision, but to me, he's doing his job. What's wrong with being a microwave coming off the bench?
But here's my thing. Like, that's not new news. That's what's funny to me about this. That IQ's never been one to be much of a distributor. The thing is, the difference between him and Obi is IQ is continuing what he did well in college in the pros. Obi's not doing that so much, but at the same time, like, no one thought that IQ was going to be that guy. I understand, in theory, because of his height and whatnot, people want him to be the starting point guard. That never really was his game. I hear the argument a little bit, but at the same time, what more do you want from the kid? The kid was the 25th overall pick. He is up in the top 3 on the rookie ladder. He's done a lot of great things. He's given us one of the biggest needs we've had for so long in shooting and scoring, and he's done that amazingly, yeah, there's been some instances where he's missing people. He's not making the pass and whatnot. I think you're allowed when you're a rookie. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole part of his game that he's going to develop in time. So I just feel like this conversation is funny because I feel like it's only Knicks fans. We get so quick on rookies in their first year. Like, if this is what they are going to be for the rest of their entire career. You know what I mean? What we're seeing right now, this is Obi Toppin. He's never going to be good. Emmanuel Quickly is never going to develop any kind of passing game. And even if he doesn't, he's already off to a great start scoring wise. So everyone's entitled to an opinion, but I feel like this one was it's a stretch because this guy has been tremendous for us, especially for where we got him. I don't know. But hey, man.
But at the same time, you
Go
look
ahead,
at
Jay. I'm sorry,
if
Jay.
you
I
look
don't
at
know
these
what to tell
last
you,
two
bro.
games,
Even
look at
to
the
add
Philly
to that,
game.
I mean, the things that IQ contributes outside of scoring. I mean, his ball handling. He gets to the line often. Like,
I'm saying,
he's just
energy.
But
he's
check,
crafty
but,
like that.
but
I
here's
always
the
say
thing.
he's the rookie and the vet because his moves in order to get to the line are that beyond his years. Not only that, but he rarely turns the ball over. But like, I think also we're ignoring the fact that yes, does IQ shoot a lot? Does he hog the ball a little bit? People want to say that he's not a team guy. He doesn't pass enough. But you also have to understand that we have a team that's very, very short on offense. So if you can score, score. If you can shoot, shoot. If you can do it consistently, if you have the hot hand, if you can hit those 30 footers, if you can shoot from the outside, if you can post up, if you can do all that good stuff, then do it. We need all the scoring we can get and we need it consistently. Now, if we had a team of 4 scorers on the floor at one time and IQ was out there taking every shot, we have a situation on our hands. That would be a different conversation because it's like, yo, man, there's 4 other guys on the floor with you who can also score. But that's not the case. We need the scoring help. One day it won't be like that. One day you'll have many more options to choose from. Right now is not that time. So if IQ wants to shoot, let him shoot because most of the time it's going in.
100%. 100%. And I would say, look at that Philly game. You know, when IQ, he had Burks closing in that second half. IQ, when Tibbs is going to put this kid in the best positions to succeed. If he feels like he's overmatched, he's going to take him out the game. If he feels like his defense is not up to par, he's going to take him out the game. If he feels like the offense isn't flowing, he's going to take him out the game.
Right.
He's a rookie. He's figuring it out. Now, in the first half in the season, he had some better performances from a facilitation standpoint. Now he's been kind of getting his more. Is that a direction of the coach, or is that just the decision-making or lack thereof of IQ? We'll see. But there's far more that you like about the kid than not, at least from my perspective. And a lot of people in the chat, man. Jay, I don't know, Jay. You might not be able to come back to the chat for a little while, man. The chat is angry, man.
And it's funny too because if it was the opposite conversation, if IQ was just out there constantly passing the ball instead of taking shots wide open, it'd be pass the ball too much, never shoots the ball. So it's like you can't win. Like, what would you rather have? Somebody who's not passing, but he's hitting a lot of those shots, or he's constantly passing because he's trying to be the facilitator and a true point guard, and he's trying to be out there making sure everybody else gets involved, but he's having wide open looks and he's just not hitting them because he wants to pass the ball. I'd rather take a scorer any day, especially when I need scorers. So I guess it just depends on what's more important to you. I don't care about having a team player when I need shots.
Let me salute these super chats real quick. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. I want to salute CT Pittman. He says, blessing Knicks content creators. Thanks for all that y'all do. Appreciate you, CT Pittman. Pete Cruz says, salute to Ashley, CPCK2K. Keep up the good work. Best show for the fans by the fans. We got Fugozil says, Alfred needs to waive that no trade clause. $20 super chat. No doubt. K. Marco says, Jay's not wrong about IQ, though. He's a pistachio. I was hoping he'd try to get Obi involved in garbage time, but he was just gunning. I still love him, but he needs to have some more vision.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, like I said, man, he's in there to score. He's a rookie. DS Piz 35 says IQ didn't even pass the ball to nobody when Tibbs cleared the bench. That should be a fine. I mean, hey, there's a lot of people on Jay's side. I see Charlie Correa says, "Damn, these rookies that can't get a triple double." Charlie Correa also says that call got me so tight, I'm going to go get a chimney. Shout out to everybody up in the Heights. Jay from Florida getting these people aggravated, man. They got to go get some food. Kenny Gale says Obi gets the ball and then passes it. He needs to have a hell of an offseason and hit the weight room and stop running like he got no neck. Pause. and then throws 3 penguins in the chat. Salute to Mero for starting the wave. Blarns Tears, salute my guy Freezy and everybody at Blarns Tears. He says, great job, CKCP and Ash keep leading the way. Keenan Lambert says, facts, IQ's a chuck. Last 3 minutes of the game, he took the last 3 shots. He couldn't give Knox and PG Kid a shot. He's right, he's selfish.
Yo, are we really talking about not passing the ball in garbage time? Like, what are we really talking about here? Like, in the words of Iverson, we talking about practice? Sheesh. Like, are we for real right now? Like, we won, and like, I don't understand. We're complaining about IQ not passing the ball in garbage time. Like, are you serious? Like, I just can't. We talking about practice?
Correction.
Practice?
I call this guy Fugazil. It's Fugazi. Put some respect on his name. Fugazi sent us a super chat.
That don't help.
Salute Tim Thomas.
Called him a chucker?
Salute Kenyon Martin. Wow. His name was Fugazi. Yeah, man, they out for him, man. They are out for him tonight. Crazy. Wow. Jay from Florida, man. He's starting a wave. Charlie Correa sends a super chat. He says, yo, get this guy off the air. I was trying to hold on for a little bit. Jay's my guy. He calls in, he's entertaining. But this after the offseason, man, he went downhill. Jay just went downhill, man.
We talking about
he flew the coop
over here. Unbelievable.
Jay flew the coop on us, man. All right, let me hear from some more new callers. But let me go to Triple M from the Bronx. Triple M, what's going on, bro?
Yo, Yo, CP, I got a new phone system or this
brand new, man. Can you hear me now, bro? Can you hear me now, bro? Loud and clear, baby. Loud and clear.
Shout out Mansky. They paying my people out on KnicksFanTV. Shout out Mansky. Man, I just want to put my 2 cents on this Lonzo Ball situation, man. For everybody who wants to trade multiple picks, I'm going to need y'all to do me a favor. Click on whatever social media platform y'all be on. Don't even go into it. Just click it and delete the whole thing. I'm sick and tired of hearing multiple draft picks or anything for Lonzo Ball. And then you want me to pay the guy $20 billion.
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball, man, let me tell you, everybody's been talking about they don't want to be mediocre. Lonzo Ball, good player, don't get me wrong. We are not beating Brooklyn with Lonzo Ball, or Philly with Lonzo Ball, or even Milwaukee with Lonzo Ball. Man, let's give this front office a chance. Let them do it. We got 2 picks, top 20, I'm guessing, top 20 at least. Man, forget Lonzo Ball. I cannot wait for Thursday, 5 p.m., so we can stop talking about this Lonzo Ball situation. Yo, CP, good job today. Salute to everybody in the chat. You already know Triple M signing off.
Appreciate it, man. Triple M coming through as a voice of reason tonight. I don't think he was on the tequila wave tonight. Tequila Tito, it was at home. He's chilling. Triple M was coming in, sensible. Look, man. Here's the thing, right? Your coach has said he wants to make moves. He wants to win. They're not going to tank. They're not going to build this team with the intentions of tanking, where you're going to have RJ, Kevin Knox, Frank, and so on and so forth running the starting 5. That's just never going to happen under Tibbs. He's building this team to try to be competitive and win games. I don't see how else they're going to do it. Because right now, you don't want to be average, Jay. I hear that. I hate that too. That's the worst place to be. You don't want to be average. But right now, the way that they're building this team, the way that they're playing, you got to make your upgrade somewhere. I agree. Lonzo, it's not a Lonzo or bust situation for me at all, by any stretch, because I still feel like you can go into the draft, you have free agency, you have trades, you have a lot of flexibility going into the offseason to build your team. But, unless you're getting Kawhi Leonard, where else are you going to make these upgrades? That's just going to put you past the Nets. It has to come in increments. And they're not just going to sit on their hands either, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? That is the double-edged sword that is building a team. That is the double-edged sword that's building a team. Look at Milwaukee. The Freak has established himself as a superstar. Is Middleton good enough to get them there? I don't see it. But they had to max him to keep that team, to continue to push forward.
Yep.
It's not an exact science, man. You just gotta get lucky with those game changes. And right now, those guys are just not available for us, man. We got to develop our own right now. that's just how I see it. I don't, CK Ash. I don't know if you guys have anything on that, but
No, I mean, I agree. I think different teams are in different positions. And I've said this before. I feel like we are lucky to be in the position where we're succeeding, we're exceeding expectations right now because a lot of people didn't have us winning this many games. I mean, even ourselves in our predictions didn't have us winning this many games. So I think in that regard, we're ahead of schedule, but I also think we have the luxury of not having to do anything super drastic because we're not expected to win a championship this year. We're not expected to go to the conference finals this year. So you're in a nice kind of sweet spot because you can figure out where you want to develop the guys that you have, and then you also have the time and the luxury to figure out what moves you want to make for the future. And a lot of teams like Milwaukee don't have that luxury because you have a superstar on your team who you paid a lot of money for, and he's expecting that with that comes a championship.
Gotta make him happy.
Time is definitely ticking there, and the Knicks are lucky we're not in that situation. Also, we're not a situation where you have a team of a lot older guys. You look at like the Lakers, or you look at some other teams out there that have some guys who are starting to head towards the end of their career, and you want to get them a championship.
Like the Lakers have a window.
So you make any of the drastic moves that you can make to go ahead and give them those options. You look at the same thing in the Nets. They're doing everything they can to go ahead and make sure these guys win in the next season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons tops, because you have Kevin Durant of a certain age, you have James Harden of a certain age. The Knicks don't have that situation. We're not in that predicament, and that's a good spot to be in. So we just have to play it smart, and we got to keep the trajectory that we're going, and hope and put trust in our front office and say, look, we're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna do it at the right pace, because too much too soon can go ahead and be a detriment to your development, and we don't need to go ahead and do that. So
CK, weigh in before I jump to the phones.
No, look, you I was gonna jump in and say it, but you hit it right at the end. Look, I understand where he's coming from. He's old school. He wants, instead of, because he takes what we're saying as Lonzo Ball is going to be this God's gift, and he's going, the way a lot of people talk about him. Hell, probably said the way I sound to some people, it sounds like we get Lonzo, we're gonna be championship contenders.
That's not
the
it.
big key is where we have a need at point guard. I feel like this is probably one of the best options at this position. Age, everything we've named multiple times in the show, like you said, it's stepping stones. It's building blocks that we have to put together for a team to be in the spot to then take the next level, rather than just thinking that it's going to be a quick fix. We signed Kevin Durant, we signed Kawhi this off season, and then boom, instantly we're winning. We're not. It's not worked for us. It has not worked for us for how many years? You know what I mean? We are in a place right now where we're seeing this year, before we do any moves in the offseason, where we have and we're making the right moves piece by piece. Our draft pick that's panning out, RJ Barrett, our 2 year ago offseason pickup that was, maybe not Kevin Durant, but he would turn into an all-star. Julius Randle is panning out. We're building piece by piece like that, so we can make those steps to then eventually be a team that we want to be in the future. It can't be home run hits every single time. That's why we got to get the point guard that can be better, not just as a player for himself, but for the other teams for the rest of the team, excuse me. We don't know what he's going to lock from RJ Barrett. He's a pass first guy that has a jump shot this year that plays defense. So to me, it just seems like I get it. He's not going to be that guy. He's not that Kawhi. I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, he's definitely going to be something that will add some games to our season as we continue to grow this young team. So 100%. I hear him, but at the same time, I do think it's important to a different type of value, not the kind of value that I think he thinks that a lot of us are portraying Lonzo Ball to be.
Agreed. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. Definitely want to shout out all 2,000 people in here. This is KnicksFanTV, #1 show for the fans by the fans. CP Ashley Moss, you just heard from CK2K out here. 131 and 113. Knicks get the W. Remember, this show's available in audio podcast format: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon, Alexa, Stitcher, all the major podcast platforms on the KnicksFanTV. This show is also presented by Manscaped, #1 male's grooming tool below the waist, fellas. You know the vibes. You already know. Get 20% off plus free shipping with promo code Knicks. Go to manscaped.com. Promo code Knicks, 20% off plus free shipping.
And remember, no testimonials.
No testimonials. Yeah, that was just the abbreviated commercial, Ash. We didn't go to whole joint. We didn't go to whole joint tonight. We're just gonna give them the abbreviated one for tonight.
That
Thursday.
disclaimer is always necessary.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's salute some people in the chat, man. I want to shout out Matthew Newman. What's going on? #new. We got Kurt Wolf Jr. All #all72. Malcolm S says, new to speaking, always here though. Salute Malcolm S. Christian Fortune, how you feeling? Emmanuel C. I feel like you've been in here before. I don't think you're #new, but welcome anyway. Big Johnny, what's going on? Nick Strike Back, how you feeling? We got D-Boy checking in from Jakarta, Indonesia. So salute everybody out there in the Asia Pacific watching us this afternoon. Ashley, you want to shout out in the chat tonight?
Shout out to all the birthday boys and girls. I know we have a couple birthdays.
Yeah, a couple people said it was their birthday, for sure.
Very happy birthday to you all. Shout out to, let's see, Casleo Jr. Mods. Make sure you guys help him with his giveaway. He said he didn't get his hat, or he wants to talk about it.
Was Leo the one? Leo, were you the one that wanted the autograph one? I know somebody wanted.
No, it was. I know it was Charlie.
Charlie's for yours.
We're giving one away today, but Leo just won one.
Okay, Leo. Okay, all right. Yeah, Leo, get with us.
Autograph one. Let us know, please.
Yeah.
I forget.
Get with us and just remind me. We got Nicholas Gonzalez checking in from Chile.
Shout out to King Tone Anderson, who just said, Ash, can I get a shout out? There is your shout out.
There you go.
No doubt. Daniel Boomsey says #new. Stop with the quick hate, but get us Lonzo Ball before the Clippers lock him up. CK. Who you want to shout out in the chat, bro?
Shout out to the CK crew. You know what it is. Always coming over here and supporting the homie Knicks fan, CP KnicksFanTV. Shout out to Ashley, and glad to be a part of this. Shout out to Rich Harrison dropping, saying, I keep telling y'all Tibbs don't like light-skinned players. Ask Kevin Knox. So he thinks that if we get Lonzo, he just gonna be on the bench. I got you, Rick Harrison. I see you, Jalen. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. As always, Knicks win tonight. So I just love all the energy in here. But this IQ hate is ridiculous. And y'all trying to at me talking about, admit it, CK, he's a chucker. I will not admit it. I'm not admitting it. That's why I ain't saying y'all names.
And also, I can't believe I forgot. Shout out to all of my CimpFanTV guys in the building.
In the chat. All right. If y'all simping in the chat, man, leave us a hashtag.
If you're CimpFanTV, put hashtag CimpFanTV. Shout out to all of you guys.
Charlie sends a super chat. He says, we in here. We got Jay from Eastern New York. Shout out to Johan, his son. There was another comment. Shout out Joshua Williams checking in from Sydney, Australia. Everybody in the land down under, salute to you guys. There's another comment. My guy Jay Peoples in the chat. Jason Peoples, what's going on, my guy? Speaking of Asia Pacific, let's go to Greg from Vietnam. Greg, how you feeling, bro?
Hey guys, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, man. How you doing, bro?
Oh no.
Yeah, you good? I'm
doing good, man. First of all, you guys got me or no?
Yeah. Keep going, bro. You live and direct,
Hello.
bro. Yep.
Cool.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yo, gotcha. First of all, congratulations to us, because with 22 and 22, we are better than we were last year.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Everybody needs to remember that.
Silver linings.
Because, you know, if y'all remember a few weeks ago watching Detroit, do y'all remember just how freaking terrible they were of a basketball team? Like watching Washington today, that was us last year. So, like you said, we're playing with house money, and things are only going to get better. Now, moving on to my, I got a bunch of stats. I looked up stuff. Because being an expat, you can't watch all the games live because of time difference, and sometimes I don't have the NBA package, but this season I got it. But I looked up some stats yesterday. But first, I got to get to the caller about IQ. He's bugging. IQ was the SEC Player of the Year last year over Anthony Edwards, right? He's a combo guard. He's like a Lou Williams or a Vinny the Microwave Johnson. I know I'm showing my age, but shooter's going to shoot. You know, one game he might be 2 for 10, and the next game he'll be 5 for 8, but he still got to shoot. So he's not a point guard. He's a combo guard. So he's one of the best draft picks we've had in the last few years. So to all the callers and people about Tibbs, as I was saying earlier in the season, I'm an old man too. I'm 50. It's hard for me to change. Tibbs ain't going to change. Tibbs ain't going to give Obi no time. He ain't going to give Knox no time. He don't give Ash, you talk about G League. He don't give Iggy no time. Iggy was killing him. So Tibbs is what he is. We got a young roster. So to my other point, as my late mother used to say, the devil that you know is better than the devil that you don't. Guys, we got all these draft picks coming up. Yes, we are $5 million under the NBA minimum. Right? The minimum spend is 99. We had 94. So we ain't spending no money. We got all these draft picks. On the last 4 or 5 years, most of our draft picks haven't hit. IQ, obviously a hit.
Yeah.
Barrett probably be an all-star next year. Frank was 8th pick, right? Frank had 4 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist this year. I looked it up twice. Frank this year has more fouls than he does assists, steals, and blocks combined. Okay? That's not someone I want to give money next year. I would trade Frank for half a tub of Bengay and some chicken and waffles from Sylvia's up in Harlem.
Why
He's no
Bengay
use
and
to us.
chicken and waffles? What a weird
That was
combination.
an interesting combo, man. Interesting combo, bro.
Well, I'm just thinking the thing. I used to work at Sylvia's.
Okay.
You know, may she rest in peace.
Yeah, rest
and I
in
miss
peace,
the chicken and waffles because we can't get it here in
yeah.
Vietnam. They don't know
There you
half
go.
of them. They can find some chicken, but they don't know.
And the
Anyway,
Bengay, do you have a lot of sore muscles? Like, what's the deal there?
I'm old. I am a rehab trainer. Bengay, things like that are essential.
No doubt.
So,
no doubt.
anyways, moving on to Knox.
Yeah.
Knox was the number 9. Remember his rookie year? He averaged 12 points a game. Now he at 4.8. He may have worked to somebody else, but Tibbs don't play him even in garbage time. Moving on to Obi. Tibbs would play Randall 99 minutes a game if he could. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obi, I think he's going to be a good player, but he's a tweener like Aaron Gordon. He got the skills of a 3, can jump out the gym with no jumper. He's 6'9" and don't post up. Even Clyde 2 or 3 games ago, I think against Philly, he's like, ooh, Obi on the post up. He backed the kid down, hit him with his butt, turned around and missed the shot. I think Obi has a future, maybe not with us, because he's behind Randall, who played 38 minutes a game, even in a blowout. Randall
It's gonna be tough
is out there.
Yeah.
So, what I'm saying, over the last few years, the last 4 or 5 picks, and then you can throw Dennis Smith in there, who we traded for, but he was a number 8 pick right after Frank, and he barely playing for Detroit, and they're bums.
Yeah.
So we got all these picks, all this money. I say, like the dude said, you cash in. You go after Lonzo, maybe even Victor. The only people that should be untouchables on our team are Randall, IQ, Barrett, and Mitch.
Yeah.
Let's give it up for Mitch, because I think Mitch had the best game of his career.
He
tonight,
definitely
right?
did,
And
man.
somebody can look that
Definitely
up.
did, and appreciate the call, bro. Look, I'm not gonna cash in everything. I'm not gonna cash in everything all at once. You know, you do a little bit at a time. The one thing about IQ where I feel like, you know, people are really selling him short is, remember, we don't have D Rose here. And there's a good chance that when D Rose comes back, he's gonna be on the bench with IQ. And you have a facilitator. Now you have your point guard on the bench who can get IQ activated, get OB activated, get the offense in order, and things become a lot easier. So just remember that. You know, past couple of games, if you look at IQ's assignments, past couple of games, he's got to take on Kyrie Irving. You know, then he's going up against Philly. He's got Danny Green and those guys guarding him. It's been tough assignments on both ends of the floor. You bring him off the bench. If Derrick Rose is coming back, you got to think he's coming off the bench at least to get his conditioning right, and maybe permanently. And so that makes a lot of things easier for a rookie. So I just think, listen, his job right now primarily is to score. He's doing that. We know we need to address the point guard position. I don't think it's going to be him, but we'll give him some time to figure that out. But at the very least, as we said, his proclivity to get to the line and shoot free throws, his ability to stretch the floor, those are skill sets enough for me to accept him and appreciate the draft pick that we got at the 25th pick in the first round. Come on, Jay, man. Making it hard for me to accept your phone calls. That's all I'm going to say about that. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up for your squad. How many we got? 1,024.
We're 200 away from 1.2.
200 away from 1.2. Let's go. Get those
100
thumbs
people in
up
the
buttons
chat,
up.
So that should be cake.
Yeah, that should be easy. That should be light work. Some more super chats came in. Paul Robinson says, we're already talking about trying not to be average for the next 5 years when we just became decent. We were trash for the last 5 years. It's too early for that. Paul says he's trying to enjoy this right now. Just let it marinate. It's been a long haul, man. I kind of hear him on that too. Definitely hear him on that too.
Chuck D said Obi needs to get a bed and breakfast rental down the block from Tibbs' crib this summer.
Stay close.
Yes.
Stay close, man. Stay close. He was trying to back down Brody tonight. It wasn't successful. My guy's got to get right. He'll be all right, man. Let's go to Scrooge from BK. Scrooge, how you feeling?
What's going on, man? That guy Jay is bugging out, man.
Smoke.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Rumble,
He's wilding out, man. He's bugging. IQ is not a Chuck, man. Look at Lou Williams. I'm not comparing him to Dame Dollar, but scoring guards. Stephen Curry, scoring guard. He's a rookie. Give him some time. He's gonna get there. He's gonna pass the ball when he needs to. Right now, he needs to score. He needs to give him some buckets. And Obi Toppin needs to go to the gym, man, for real, son. He had Westbrook on him in the post.
Yeah.
And then stumbled the ball and lost it. Like, bro, you need to go do some leg press, man, for real, in the off season, for real. Work on that, because he was looking like a baby out there. So he should have gave Westbrook that baby move that Westbrook is doing to people, for real.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing.
It's been hurting him, man.
Oh, yeah. Julius, we already know what it is with Julius. We already know with RJ. We already know what's going on with that. That's regular now. So it's coming. Right. RJ gonna be an all-star in 2 years. Not next year, because in the East it's too much guards. But give him 2 years, he's gonna be an all-star in 2 years. And the coach, man, he bugging out, man. He got to stop burning these guys out. He got to stop. Let these young guys play when it's crunch time, when it's garbage time. No need for them to be out there. And we up by 20. That don't even make no sense. Come on, you burn these guys up. Cut it out. Let these young boys play in garbage time, and that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up for the chat, man. For real. Thumbs up.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, let's hear from Manny from Philly. We're getting a lot of new callers in here, man. So I see Papa Left and Angel on there too. We're gonna get to them, but let's get some new callers in the rotation. Manny, what's going on, bro?
Y'all can hear me?
Loud and clear, man. We got a new phone system, man. You didn't hear Triple M earlier? We can always hear you, bro.
Yo, I'm right at Jay right now. You know why? IQ is not a guard. He's not a 1. He's not a 2. You know what he is? He's a bucket.
Yeah.
When the second string is out there,
get
and they're
him.
not scoring, he don't got to pass out. He got to shoot that thing. Shoot the ball, boy, and keep shooting it. Hey, shout out CK, Ash, CP.
Yeah.
What's the thing, CK? What was it? Oh, Lonzo to New York, baby. I'm out.
there you go. Yeah, Zodo and Watt.
Simple play, man.
Yes, sir.
He's gonna be sick when he goes to Denver.
Yeah.
Tears.
Think so? Y'all thinking Nuggets?
Nah.
You thinking Nuggets?
Nah, I'm just messing.
Try to kill me, man.
I tagged CK in it though the minute I saw that it was gonna be a swap for him and Bobo, and I said, "Don't show this to CK. You're gonna jump off the building."
No, ignored that.
It's crazy, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. They coming with Jay with the smoke.
They are
coming for him tonight, man. Sheesh. I knew that Debbie Downer stuff was gonna turn on him eventually, man. It was gonna get him in trouble. You know what I mean? There's too much negativity right now. We winning games, 22-22 in the campaign.
Right.
People not trying to hear all that, Jay.
There's a lot of negativity. I mean, Ari's out here fighting with Lex the Destroyer in the chat.
I saw
they
that.
Going at it.
Back and forth.
Yo, we won. What is going on, yo?
It's like the Royal Rumble in there. Ari's starting to feel better from the Rona, and now he wants to smoke with everybody.
They're throwing elbows, man. The mosh pit is lit tonight, no doubt. To Rhyme Animal Chuck D, man. Chuck been in here early, vibing with the people. So let's go, man. Let me hear from KC from the LES. Shout out to everybody in the LES. What's going on, man?
Shout out to CP, Ash, and CK. What's going on?
What's good, bro?
Hey, I've been a Knicks fan for, I want to say 30 years now. 99 was a heartbreaker. And, you know, it's been a decade of suffering. This year, it's been found money. You know, we did not expect this team to be this good. And now we have a defensive identity again. I love it. And we have draft picks. We got youth. We got a great coach. And we got some core pieces in Randall, Barrett, and Mitch. I'm trying to figure out whether or not IQ is going to be that fourth piece. And I think to get us to that next level, to compete for a chip in the next 3-4 years, I think we do need to get a superstar.
Sure.
What are your thoughts?
I absolutely do. The question is right now, who will that guy be? You know, and The odds are not in our favor. I mean, you look at Book's competing out west. Him and CP3 are going to be together for at least another 2 years. He's still got another at least 3 years before his contract is even close. Because you guys got to think about this. When we talk about Beal, when we talk about Booker and these guys, it's leverage. It's leverage. When these guys have multiple deals on their contract, if they're in a good situation, the Knicks aren't the only team in town that will have the ability to trade for them or that they may want to go to. It's all leverage. A lot of times when these guys leave their teams is when they're closing in on the end of their time, right? The team doesn't want to lose them for nothing. So now they got a gun to their head. They have to make a move. They got to do something. Harden was a little bit different. I think Fertitta folded. Fertitta's supposed to be a good businessman. He folded and gave Harden what he wanted. He should have sent him to Minnesota, but he sent him to Brooklyn. But usually it's when these guys are near the end of their contract. So that's Beal, Booker, the Spider. These guys are not going to be available. Maybe Beal. But right now they're saying he wants to stay. Washington doesn't want to trade him, so that's nothing. Maybe you want to go out and go get Zach LaVine in a couple of years. I think he's a free agent after next year. But where does that get you? I don't know. Where's it getting Chicago right now?
Yeah,
hard,
I love
bro.
Zach LaVine too, but I don't know. I put him in that Julius Randle range where it's like he's a great player, all-star level player, but is he that guy that's going to tip the glass one
Game
way
changes.
while we're paying him a bunch of money? I don't know.
It's hard, man. It's hard. So, we keep building in Tibbs' mold, continue to build with defense in mind, get some shooters. You have guys that are going to be capable playmakers, facilitators for you in RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and hopefully the next point guard that you have. You continue to bring solid vets to come in the bench and fortify this team. You need good quality vets. And you let the chips land where they may. You see where it happens. Maybe you overachieve and you have a Cinderella type of season. You see where you end up. And that's just where we are right now. So, let's see where they go. Favor from Buffalo. Favor, what's going on?
How's it going, y'all?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
BP, Ash, okay. Just wanted to start by saying that you guys doing a great job on your respective platforms. And it's awesome to have, you guys in the Knicks community. It's awesome to come home and watch y'all after work, hard day at work. So just wanted to say that real quick.
Yeah.
To that point, I'm just really proud of this team, man. The way this team plays. I just remember years of just watching the Knicks and them just being so terrible and so hard to watch, blowout after blowout. I think this year we've only been blown out 3 times, if I can remember. And it's just crazy how far we've come just from last year to where we are now. I think a lot of times Knicks fans get caught up in this whole you start to get a little success and then you just want more and more and more, and I understand that, but we're 22 and 22.
I'm just gonna let your call go, man, because you were fading in and out, bro. My fault. You were fading in and out. Daniel from Jersey, what's going on, man? Thank you for the call, though. Daniel, what's up?
Hey, que lo que? What's good, Steve?
Que lo que? What's good, Primo? How you feeling, bro?
Hey, Primo, ya tú sabes, we're chilling. Hey,
No
I
doubt.
just want to talk about two things, RJ and then the Lonzo trade, right? So, I mean, I always kind of liked RJ, but I feel like I've been completely sold ever since the Oklahoma game, the second one.
Mm-hmm.
I was just completely sold, and today, when I saw that block on Westbrook, you see him taking his time on the drive.
Then he
You see
flexed
him hitting
on
those
him.
bottom corner threes.
Beautiful.
He flexed on him. This
Filthy.
man RJ, I'm telling you, he's gonna be different. He's gonna be different. And moving on to the trade, I'm not a big fan of trading guys that are going into free agency. My thing is, come get him in the summer. If he wants to come here, he's gonna come here in the summer. If he doesn't come here in the summer, he never wanted to be here. Don't even bother giving up your picks for him. That's my thing. I'm gonna hang up. Tell me what y'all think about that. See you guys.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I said it on the putback with Ian Begley and those guys. I don't believe in paying twice. And for guys that are going to be potential free agents, especially guys like that, unless they're going to be game changers, franchise changes, I just wouldn't do it. I would just, take my time, see where we end up. And like I said, they have a lot of flexibility. And so you take it in there and see what happens. But appreciate the call, man. All right, a couple more before we wrap. Let's go to Papa Left. Papa Left, what's going on, bro?
Yo, CP, KnicksFanTV, best show for the fans by the fans.
Number one show for the fans by the
really,
fans.
it's best show period. Best show period. That's it. My girl over here, hour and a half, I've been on hold trying to get me to watch WandaVision and shit. I don't even know.
First things first, you know what I mean? Priorities, man.
So,
Hey,
Priorities, man.
WandaVision's pretty lit though, so when
It's
the
dope, man.
definitely watch it.
It got off a little
Does it
slow
have
for
a-
me,
does
man.
it
I
have a
watched the
chat
first
with
episode.
Knicks
I was
fans
like,
in it, though?
You gotta get past episode
It
1 and
doesn't
2,
have
and then
a
it gets
chat
really
with
good.
Knicks fans in it.
yeah, that's a difference. You know what I mean? That's a
right,
difference, bro. I appreciate it, though, man. Don't end up on the couch, man.
Yeah,
Listen to what she says.
man.
But go ahead, bro.
All right, we got the turning point of the game tonight was when Elfrid picked up his second foul. Very underrated, big move by Elfrid. And definitely the best play of the game was the save by Alec Burks to R.J. Barrett to Reggie Bullock, who
Solid
hit that three.
defense, bro.
I think it shows us a glimpse of what this offense could look like if it's spaced out and we do have consistent shooting. We just don't have that, but when you see it, you could see the potential in this team, which is why I thought Ashley about 25, 30 minutes ago pretty much nailed the point of what the attitude should be at the deadline. Don't force it. The window's open for us, but not on the way down. It's like cracked open on the way up, and then we'll have a way down in a couple years. But let's not. But I like Lonzo Ball. I don't think now's the time to do it for the price that's going to be asked. And there's going to be, like she said, more desperate teams that are going to pay up. Like we saw the Aaron Gordon rumors to the Celtics. Aaron Gordon, by no stretch of the imagination, is a push the knob, but the Celtics expected to be a championship contender, so they're more thirsty to make a move that can potentially push them over the edge. With this team going into the playoffs, I hope that we're in a space that we can all party together at some point and watch the games together.
Hopefully, man.
Shots on me, but when we win that game, that'll be dope. And the thing about this squad, let's see how far Randall can push us. Let's see how far he can push us, and then you assess the team in the offseason. Again, we're ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
We're 22 wins in. I think we beat the over already for Vegas. Shout out to all the Knicks fans in the chat. Have
Salute,
a good
bro.
night. Let's go. Avoid a trap game on Thursday.
Yep.
And have a good night, y'all.
No doubt, man. Great. Yeah, he said it best at the end, man. Avoid that trap game. You know?
Yep.
Come out there and run them out the gym same way.
Please,
bro. Please. Real quick, we're going to go Chris, and then we're going to close with Angel. Chris, what's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm chilling. I just wanted to say one thing about the game. I feel like if we had Westbrook, we definitely wouldn't have been able to get this version of Randall. So, however we managed to avoid that, I'm really happy about that. I think we surprised teams early, so that's partially to do with the record that we have. But I think a lot of people feel like we need another move to get to, like, quote unquote, the next level. But I was looking at Tankathon, and right now we're 16 and 20 in the draft, and 16 and 20 in the draft. For the past draft is Isaiah Stewart and Precious Achua. And also salute to Kyra because he had 16 points in 20 minutes today. He was the 14th pick. But everyone's saying that this draft is supposed to be really deep. So I feel like if we have anything in that range, people are saying we don't want to be stuck in the middle of the pack. But like in 2019, the last three picks in the first round were Jordan Poole, Keldon Johnson, and Kevin Porter Jr. So if this draft is going to be deep, then anywhere in the middle is what I would assume is fine. But I wanted to ask CK how he feels if Lonzo comes and he says 4 years, $85 million. That's the contract that Brogdon had. We were talking about that earlier. That's the exact contract he has, and Fred VanVleet. Would you do it? I say yes, just because of his age. So like he comes to the Eastern Conference, he'd be just a little bit better. At least it would appear that way. And I feel like I can have a weird comparison for him, but I feel like he has some similarities to what made Iguodala good for so long and put them at a finals level team. So I feel like I would give him that money. And I also just want to know what Ash's favorite Drake album is, if she wants to share that.
Favorite Drake album?
Who are probably interested in that. That's them.
All right, appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call. CK, what you think about his proposal there? 4 years, 85.
I said my piece. I'm paying him.
All right. Ash.
I think, like I said, I don't. These are all speculations too. So everyone's just assuming he's going to be asking for 20 mil. I could see that being the case, but I feel we can probably get like a 19, 18 for about 3-4 years. But if it ends up coming to that, look, I think he's going to be someone that's going to help us out long term. So yeah, I'll pay it. I'll pay it.
Ash, your favorite Drake album?
I want to know, what is it?
My favorite Drake album?
Yeah.
She's like, no.
On the spot.
Probably Take Care.
Interesting. All right.
It's probably Take Care. It's probably my favorite.
All right. No doubt. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. We're almost there for the giveaway. We
need 100. I'm not doing it for less than 1.2. That's my magic number.
The form is ready. I'm ready to hit the button. We need 100 more likes. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button real quick. And we'll get that hat giveaway out. We're going to hear from Angel. And then we got the closer on the line, Jay Boogie. Angel, what's going on, bro?
Hi, Angel.
Yo, CP, what's good, bro?
What's good, bro? How you feeling, man?
Hola, Ashley, ¿cómo está bien?
Now he's talking good, love languages here. Oh, my God. It's getting spicy up in here. What's going on?
Mi amor, muy bien. But,
gracias,
hey,
papo.
listen, man, I'm feeling real good. Listen, y'all, I'm feeling real good. I just won like $300 because I had a bet with my friend that we would win more games this year than we did last year.
Nice.
And he's a Wizards fan, so, we bet 100 on that game. So I had to hand him that L as well. But, and listen, man, when I saw that quickly crossover, man, it was just like CP did Max, man. He had to let him know that you ain't in my face, bro. You got to keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? So you hit that 3.
Get him up out of there.
So shout out to that W you gave Max. Shout out that W, bro. And that 100%. Knicks fan you had was fire too. So I had to throw that in there.
Appreciate it.
But listen, y'all, feel this way, right? We need to chill out with the whole, quickly thing, man. Yes, he don't pass the ball like that. But listen, I'm a huge Obi fan, but he don't have no confidence right now. They're not running no plays for him, and he's just wasting time out there. And I'm saying this, and I'm a big fan of him. You know what I'm saying? So quickly got to keep doing his thing, and he'll get better with the passing. But right now, we need him to score because we don't got no scoring. You feel me?
Yeah.
When it comes to the trade deadline, right now, just make simple moves. If it's not a superstar, then just be patient, bro, because the way we're playing right now, you're going to have people that want to come to New York, you feel me? But just be patient. And, if we get Lonzo, I support that move, but at the right price, though. Don't give up too much. And I don't want to trade for a superstar and then we don't have nothing to help them win games like we did Melo. You know what I'm saying? So we got to play our cards right. And, when it comes to this game, right, Julius Randle was just on fire with 7 threes, 37 points. But my man, RJ, shout out 9 God. You feel me?
That's right.
That boy was balling today. He was doing whatever he wanted, and I see that when he passes the ball, there's just good chemistry, and they're making some threes. Today he made 16 threes. He shot 50% from the field overall and from 3. You feel me? So we just got to chill out with being impatient with Obi. You know what I'm saying? Right now, he didn't have no, summer league or anything like that. Just be patient. Let my boy chill. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And then listen, at the end of the day, it's just a growing process. The fact that we were mentally tough and we beat Washington, you know what I'm saying? Now we got to come back Thursday and hand them that other L. You know what I'm saying? And my last point, as far as the Bradley Beal trade, he got to want to get traded. You know what I'm saying? Because the players run the league. So if you keep saying you don't want to get traded, then, I'm not going to feel sorry for you if you keep losing. But I will tell you this, though. If he's on the radar and he wants to come to New York, I make that trade for one reason. Because, believe it or not, him and Jason Tatum are best friends. And they want to play together. So you already have a winning culture right now. So if you keep doing what you got to do and then you get him, Boston is garbage this year. I don't care what anyone says, So I'm just saying it's possible if you keep doing what you got to do. You feel me?
All right.
But, I'm saying hit that thumbs up for your boys,
like
man. And thank you for taking my call, bro. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, Angel. Angel just came
you
up on 300.
imagine a Knicks squad with Bradley Beal and Jason Tatum on it?
Yeah. I don't really want to do
No,
that.
but
right
I'm
now.
I'm not gonna put my mouth.
I'm not even gonna do that right now.
obviously, but could you imagine?
That would be
Like,
fantastic.
No,
that would be wild.
I can't.
I won't do it.
I can't do.
I won't do it.
I can't do them type of dreams right now. Salute to Angel, man. Salute to Angel.
I won't do it.
I was with
I won't
all of
do
his
it.
call, man, but I just
I won't do
can't
it.
do that.
It'd
type
be
of
crazy,
dreaming right
but
now, man. All right, let's close this show with my man.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Jay Boogie. Everybody in the chat, hit that like button. As soon as Jay Boogie's done, we're gonna give away the hat and wrap up. But first, Jay Boogie in the building.
Here we go, kids.
Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all know my lingo, man. Before I go to that, make sure y'all hit them like buttons, man. Push that thumb down, man. You ain't doing nothing with your thumb. You ain't trying to get a cab. Hit that thumb button, man, and press up, press up, press up. You know what I'm saying? Do some Bruce Lee press up fingertips. Press that like button, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know my lingo. Stay healthy and safe. That thing is still out there. It don't care about nobody else but its own self and who they gonna pull. You protect yourself, protect your home, protect your family. Go where you got to go. And that's personal. You go to work, wherever you got to do, but don't just go outside just to go outside. Make sure you get back to the house. I told you the other day, there's nothing more important in the world leaving your home and making back to it. You feel good when you're in the home. Good times, not Bill Cosby show, you know what I'm saying? Well, let's go ahead and get right to it. That 15,000, guess what? I need that 15,000 back, you know what I'm saying? You took that 15,000 from me like I ain't trying to feed my family, you know what I'm saying? So better yet, I'm going to take it personal. Ain't no isolation. Anybody get in my face today one-on-one, I'm taking them. That's what Julius felt like. He felt like taking it out on the players today, and that's how you got to play. I had to get on you one time before about messing with the referees, and when you left them referees on, you took off the All-Star. Now the All-Star break is over, you know what I'm saying? Leave them referees back alone and continue on handling your business. Continue on leading this team. Continue on being the killer you are. Continue on being the most improved player. Continue on bringing the whole squad up like where we need to be at, you know what I'm saying? That's what I need you to do. And your man, the Green Hornet, Kato and the Green Hornet, RJ right there next to him, you know what I'm saying? Doing what he got to do, you know what I'm saying? He maintaining his consistency, you know what I'm saying? And he got double nickels on, you know what I'm saying? The rebounds and assists along with the points, you know what I'm saying? Continue on doing what you're doing. And IQ, he looks like that ankle getting a little better. You weren't even born when Michael Jordan was doing this thing. You even stop on the free throw line and you know what I'm saying? And do that boy Baron Russell right there? Come on, man. I see what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Never mind that head. Ain't Jay Boogie. Yeah, we got Jay out there in Florida, but he bugging if he on you like that. I gotta get him up off you a little bit.
That's Jay Buggy.
But
He
I
gonna
gotta
call
give
him
a
Jay
big
Buggy.
shout out to my man, the utility man too. Don't forget about him. His last 4 games, all 3 straight over 20. The one before that didn't go over 20, he had 19. So don't act like he ain't dropped 19, 20, 21, then another 20. Don't forget about the utility man.
Spurs.
But I gotta talk to Leon Rose a little bit too, because you bugging with this 15. It's this 15 I need to talk about. You did the right thing with the 15. You ain't spending 15 at the beginning, and you hold on to the 15 all season, you know what I'm saying? Now the trade deadline. I don't want you to be up under no pressure to do no violation moves, you know what I'm saying? But I need you to do something that's showing, you know what I'm saying, that you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? James Dolan, I love my owner, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got no problem with giving nobody that money, but he give you that money so you can go ahead and do what you got to do. He gave that money Isaiah. Isaiah spend the money. He might pocket $5 million or something like that, but he spend that money and do what he got to do. Now you got the money. What are you going to do? You holding on to that money. What you holding that money for? You're not a bank, you know what I'm saying? You're not drawing no interest. I need you to do something. If Lonzo is out there, go get him. Ain't too many point guards out there that you're going to get in this draft pick. The boy want to come here. It's going to cost more next year if he go to free agency because they can match whatever contract.
Yeah.
So it's going to cost more. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with giving up. Give up that Dallas pick, you know what I'm saying? And maybe Kevin Knox or something like that and bring that point guard over here. The boy is what, 6'6"? He plays D. He can knock down the trade now, you know what I'm saying? He's getting better and better. And the thing about it, he want to play in New York, you know what I'm saying? And Magic was promoting him to go get him. If the Clippers ain't got nothing to do, they ain't got the right moves to make to go get the boy, you know what I'm saying? Stop holding on. We're missing out on moves and missing out on opportunities. I'm one of the ones that, I don't mind building at the end of the year. But sometimes you got to break the ice and go do something to get a piece, you know what I'm saying, to add with a piece, you know what I'm saying? And then you have a major point guard for years and years to come. He's 23. That's the same jersey as Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying? So stop Stop holding on to that 15, man, and do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you bugging me out. Well, I'm tired of hearing the rumors. I need some actual facts. You seen what the Giants did? You know what I'm saying? They doing shit. When you call it, they call you over here. They boarding up the house. You ain't leaving till you sign this contract. Giants ain't playing. That's how I need you to be, Rose. Stop playing games and go ahead and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a big win. Yeah, smash me. You're supposed to kill a bum. I ain't even supposed to be calling tonight on bum night.
Right.
You
You wasn't supposed to call in bum nights, bro.
You're supposed to handle your business against the Wizards. And I need to do the same thing on Thursday. But guess what? The 25th is coming. And I ain't talking about Christmas. I'm talking about that trade deadline. I got one day in a wake up to figure out what we going to do. You know what I'm saying? So next time I call, it's going to be after the trade deadline. I'm going to be talking about who we got. I'm going to be talking about who. Handle your business. You got to get on the same page as Tom Thibodeau. You got to make things right. You got things wrong. That's your pick with Obi Toppin. That reminds me of Rod Strickland. You need to Rod Strickland that man. What I'm talking about is Strickland. But we choose to go get a hometown boy. You know what I'm saying? But they send him away because that was the best thing for him, for his career, because it was the wrong pick. You pick Obi because he was the hometown boy. But you ain't know that Julius was going to be what he was going to be and do what he had to do. Tom knew what he was going to be. That's why he told him to go do what you got to do during the off season. Tom knew what he was going to do. So now you got to get on the same page, you know what I'm saying? And Tom, I appreciate you minding your business because that's what we need. Dolan, he ain't messing with the basketball. Rose ain't. And make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, doing what's right. You got to follow what Tom wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? If he want veterans, you got to go get him veterans. If he want a defensive player, you got to go get that defensive player. You can't just pick a person that this offense and don't play no defense. Y'all got to get on the same page, you know what I'm saying, so we can ride this one.
Oh, man. Damn.
If he ain't doing nothing like that claw is coming. Get ready. Yeah, 5 fingers of death, but y'all don't understand. Claw got the New York Knicks in his palm in his hand. Y'all can feel it or don't feel it. But Claw coming over here to the Garden next year. I'm telling you that. And don't be shocked. Yeah, Ashley just said it good. Don't be shocked if Bradley come over there. They wait for the same thing. We need our big three in the New York City, right? And I ain't talking about Brooklyn and Medina. I'm talking about right here in Manhattan, 34th Street. That's how it is. I'm going to holler back at y'all after the draft. Peace, love, and everybody stay safe, man. One accord, man.
And the church said, amen.
Amen. 5 stars in the chat.
When the line dropped, that was just for dramatic effect, you know?
Yeah.
Worked.
Somebody in chat said he was just taking a breath. That's all. He was just breathing. Somebody else said it was just the phone lines were stressed.
I think that was the one.
That's my guy, man. What more can you say, man? That's why we call him the closer.
I love him. That was a great call.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Somebody said we need to hire Jay Boogie, man. Hey, we might have to get Jay Boogie a show on KnicksFanTV, man, like the Jay Boogie Hour. You know what I mean? Whew. So Tony P says he's our Knicks spokesman. Hire him, KnicksFanTV. Yeah, that's my guy, man. That's my guy. So to Jay Boogie, I spoke to him last week. Get to hear from him. He was on my man Ron Cleveland show, decked out in his Giants gear, so he's a Giants fan too. You always know, like, it's just that synergy. You know what I mean? The Giants fan, the Knicks fan. We think the same. We think on the same wavelength. That's why Jay Boogie, we're kindred spirits. He's our spirit animal. Comes through for us.
I don't know, man. The way he was talking about making that move for Lonzo, I don't know. I think I might have to take that, man. Yeah. I don't know. I think Jay Boogie became my spirit animal,
Facts. Bro. That is a fact, man. All right, let's get this giveaway out and get up out of here. Salute to everybody for participating. If you missed it tonight, you missed it, man. I gave you 1,000 chances to get it done. So here we go. The winner of tonight's snapback is... Who is it? The winner is John Mark in the chat. Congratulations, John Mark.
Congrats.
You are winning the autograph snapback. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to everybody who participated, man. There's always going to be opportunities to win. So always keep it locked here to KnicksFanTV. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. Great show, everybody, once again. CK, I'm going to kick it over to you. for the sign out, bro.
Sounds good. I'm going to keep it short. Just glad we got a win tonight, but I love the line that we heard 2 calls ago. Do not fall for the trap game on Thursday. I expect to come on to another show talking about another W against the Washington Wizards. Good game tonight. Love my Knicks. Love my team. Love this show. Love y'all in the chat. It's been your boy CK. You can find me everywhere. CK2K. That's Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, whatever the case may be. I'm everywhere. See you guys Thursday.
Sure. Ashley.
As usual, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @AshNicoleMoss. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my videos, All In with Ashley Nicole, and I will be back on, wait, what day is it?
Thursday.
I will be back on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. And let's make sure we don't hit that drop game.
Yeah.
And let's get another dub. You know, you're supposed to win against these teams. Come on, guys. We got this.
Gotta wrap them up. Great job as usual. 131 to 113. Knicks washed these Wizards up. Wasn't even close. Julius Randle in his bag. 36 points, 6 rebounds. RJ, great night on the playmaking side of things. 21 points, 5 boards, 5 dimes. Remember, this show's available in audio podcast format. Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Alexa, Stitcher, all the major podcast platforms. So if you miss it on video, you could always catch it on audio at your next convenience. Remember, this show is also presented by Manscaped. 20% off plus free shipping on all products. www.manscaped.com, promo code Knicks, and they ship throughout the US, UK, Europe, and Australia as well. So remember, guys, you guys are going to be going back out there. Springtime here in the US. You know, before you go out on that date, man, you're trying to get lucky and all that, make sure you take care of the family jewels, and that is with the Lawnmower 3.0 from Manscaped. So remember that, always remember that. And yeah, man, back at it again on Thursday. Let me just salute to the super chats, make sure I didn't forget any. TM, just throw the links to the Kelman Show and SNY's trade deadline roundtable as well for the people who didn't catch it. Salute to CFA 2618. He says, wait till RJ gets his man body, he'll be unstoppable. Speaking of Manscaped, it's well timed. That was a very good segue, man. Rare Edition says, let's go Knicks, stop stressing about the pennies and dollars. And I guess he says make moves. Stop stressing about the pennies and dollars that players that get in the front office job is to handle the money ball stuff. All I care about is winning, seeing the winning team on the floor. Paul Robinson says Lou Will, Vinnie Johnson, Vernon Maxwell, that is IQ. That's where I like him at right now. You know, that's where I see him. We'll see. Culture Bridge says hashtag Stimmy got the super chats lit. Chopped cheese and chimneys on Charlie. All in for Lonzo. Triple B's on Canal Street. Hashtag TMK. Where is the chimney truck, man? Somebody put me on to the chimney truck. I'm about to pull up. We'll do a live show. We'll do a live post-game show from the chimney truck. Nobody let me know where the chimney truck is at, bro. I'm about to start getting back out there, man. I need to know what's going on. Charlie says, Tibbs on the Ben Gay. Dibs on the Ben Gay. Andrew V says, IQ hate makes no sense. Shoot or shoot. If guys need shots, let them get it off the rebound. Shout out to Bobby Simmons. Andrew knows about the Flavor Videos vibe, no doubt. Angel sends a super chat. He says, I would like Lonzo at the right price. Quickly does not pass the ball, but he can shoot and make free throws. Lay off from IQ's the real deal. Obi needs confidence and the right guard at passing the ball. Charlie Correa says, Jay from Florida definitely wears ankle socks to ball. 100%.
Not ankle socks.
Y'all need to stop that.
JB Floating says, we outside. Hashtag Knicks win. Hashtag Chimmy Gang. Hashtag TMK. Hashtag get Lonzo. Craig Fletcher, Mitchell, Randall, RJ Powell, and Lonzo. Are we top 4 in the East? Well, I like that. That would be a filthy lineup. I think we could. If we see what the bench is, I think we could.
We'll see. I think so.
Yeah. Above the Rim says, CK, I'm Team Lonzo. Who's your favorite point guard of all time? Ash, I'm surprised you're not all in on the Lonzo train when your guy is Jason Kidd.
Ooh. My favorite point guard of all time? Yeah. Oh, man. It's got to be Penny, but Gilbert Arenas is an honorable mention. I grew up loving Gilbert Arenas, even though we didn't get many years of Gilbert.
Yeah.
I love Gilbert Arenas, but it's got to be Penny Hardaway.
Penny's my favorite player of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Penny's
my favorite player is the carbon copy. Tracy McGrady is my favorite player of all time. So.
Nice. Far Too Smart says Tibbs is to blame draft Obi for what reason? Play him, run a few plays for him. Tibbs also running guys into the ground. We've seen this before. Playoffs come, we won't have time. We're gonna have to bring out the Ewing ice bags. Michael Parker says Lonzo would be a good addition to the team. What pick would Lonzo be if he were coming out in this upcoming draft? Salute to Knicks Nation. Got a ready-made point guard ready to go. Paul Robinson says, y'all love Frank and complain about IQ backwards. Albany Rian says, I want to wait until free agency for Lonzo, but I'm afraid we will lose out to the Clippers. He'd be back home and with a title contender. I've subscribed and liked hashtag ZodaNY. Charlie Correa throws up the Dominican flags. He says hashtag Chimmy Gang. Charlie also says, thank goodness we cut him off. Talking about Jay from Florida. Salute to Charlie, man. And I think I got everybody's, man. Definitely appreciate everybody who sent it in. Ty Thomas says, yo, CK, did you hear Magic? Hashtag ZodaNY. Steve Vernon says, more minutes equal more opportunities to get hurt. Tibbs does not understand this. Cuisine King says, who else saw Julius talk to Obi at the end? I feel like he seemed pissed, and to me it seemed like he was mad because he knows there's more to Obi's game. Yeah, I think Obi's, performance is a frustration to everybody, including Obi and his team, and, people see it. P. Cruz says, salute Ashley, CP, CK2K, keep up the good work. Best show for the fans by the fans. Andre Carter, smiling Fizdale down 30 to the Bucks versus an angry Tibbs. Timeout up 30. I'm taking Tibbs every time. Hashtag SimFanTV, Mound them. Come forward. This is a safe place. Jake Lang says, also thank you CP and crew. Love KFTV, what you do for Knicks fans and how you make us proud. Salute Jake. He says, I want LeVar Ball on KFTV. Sign Lonzo. Fat Boy with Kicks asks about Brogdon. We did touch on that earlier. Hey, man, if he's available, go get him. Charlie Correa says, chop cheese for Brad. And I think that is it, man. If I missed it, appreciate everybody who sent in a super chat, man. If I missed a super chat, we always appreciate it. Definitely thanks for the support. We'll see you guys Thursday. Knicks win tonight, 1:30